wrestling fans, thanks for clicking the dreaded D-Rose report. Unless something major happens tomorrow, I'll be on here and let you know about it. But if nothing happens, I'll see you Monday. I won't be on here tomorrow. But happy holidays to all you guys. Hope everybody be being safe over the weekend. Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, Amsterdam, New York, will be inducting the 2012 class for their Hall of Fame on May 18th and 19th of next year. Jimmy Snuka and Junkyard Dog looking to be inducted to the post-1984 category. Dominic DeNucci, Fritz Von Erich is going to be inducted to the 1950 to 1984 category. Wendy Richter is going to be inducted to the women's category, while Simone is going to be inducted to the tag team category. And Jim Cornette, which we don't ever hear too much from, unless you watch Ring of Honor, going to be inducted to the Non-Wrestler Hall of Fame. Maurice Tillett and Abe Coleman is going to be inducted to the pre-1950 category. And WWE officials have been discussing after shows to follow Raw and SmackDown on the new network that they're starting. And noted before that the Raw is going to have a pre-show that's in the works anyway. So we're going to watch Raw on their network, Raw on USA, and then go back over to their network. It's going to be just full of wrestling. Noted earlier this week, the WWE has registered the trademark Fear My Name, and several sent word that Ambrose used the line Fear My Name during heel promos he did for the WWE Dark matches he worked last week. So look for a new t-shirt. TNA Brooke Tessmacher has been added to the December 28th Wrestle Reunion show event in Los Angeles. Is going to be doing a poolside bikini photo shoot with Shelly Martinez and Spice Girl, Nitro Girl Spice that morning. Need to get my camera and some film. VIP guests announced for the Wrestle Reunion is going to be including Maurice, Vader, Mick Foley, Scott Steiner, New Age Outlaws, Kevin Von Erich, the great Sasku, Rick Steiner, Kevin Sullivan, Tommy Dreamer, Carlos Colon, Godfather, Mikey Whipwreck, Molly Holly, and David Hart Smith, and Nitro Girl Spice. I'd like to go to one of those things sometime, but never around in my area. Vendor guests announced is going to be Finley Torrey, Shelly Martinez, Angel Orsinski, Amber O'Neill, Robbie E., Christopher Daniels, Curry Man. Odd, Curry Man and Christopher Daniels at the same show. Raven, Conan, and Honky Tonk Man, Tajiri, Brooke Tessmacher, Virgil, and Fifi, the maid from WCW. Anyway, former WWE Tag Champions Headbangers, they're back with a little Christmas-themed video and the request to be rehired by WWE. And they once again take a shot at Evan Bourne, Kofi Kingston. New Japan Pro Wrestling is looking to do a tour of the United States on the West Coast, possibly in 2012. They previously toured the East Coast earlier in the year, and while they were here, I would have stayed and went on to the other side of the states and done it. Former WWE star Carlito Chavo Guerrero, Kenny Dykstra will be heading to Puerto Rico for the WC promotion from January 6th to the 8th, and on the 7th in Bayonne. And Carlito will defend the Universal title against Dykstra, while Chavo will face Carlito for the Caribbean title, or Caribbean, whichever you want to call it. Tomato, tomato. Beth Phoenix posted an update on her photo. She had a photo of her swollen face from Monday's Raw. While the swelling went down, though, she's got a nice little shiner to show everybody on Christmas Day. Regarding a match between Cody Rhodes and Goldust at WrestleMania 28, Jim Ross said on Twitter he would be surprised if it happens, because I think they probably want a bigger match for Cody Rhodes. According to the official website of the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, just to let you know, SEAN WALTMAN was arrested Wednesday at 1:02 p.m. for possession of hydrocodone and drug paraphernalia. He was arrested at the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, charged with 2 counts of possession of controlled substance, 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia. He was released probably about an hour and 10 minutes later on $2,150 bond. And this is just coincidence, but Sean is no longer hosting the Royal Rumble pre-party in St. Louis on January 28th next year. Waltman will, however, be appearing at the Royal Rumble after party the 29th, hosted by Billy Gunn, and at the Tijan Irish Pub in St. Louis. Hurricane Helms will no longer be appearing, so it's just going to be Gunn and Waltman there, I guess. Tyler Rex made all of his mid-card Mafia videos to YouTube private this week. They mentioned having heat from the videos for most of their recent entries, I guess, so you got to be close to him to be able to see him. F4W.online.com reports that WWE officials are considering taking the WWE Championship off of Punk due to terrible rating patterns for his weekly segments on Raw. This is what I was wanting to get to you about. You know, I do the breakdowns every once in a while, the quarter hours, how many people leave, come back, you know, go to the bathroom, whatever. But the matter was approached prior to Sunday's TLC pay-per-view event, which saw Punk ultimately retain the strap in a triple threat, you know, table ladders chairs match against Del Rio and The Miz. The trend of lackluster ratings for his segment continued to follow the next night on Raw, as the program's overrun, which saw the straight edge superstar Daniel Bryan, Zack Ryder overcame the Miz, Del Rio, and Ziggler, only to gain 59,000 viewers, which is sad. Wrestling Observer editor Dave Meltzer, he analyzed this as, that's mostly impossible for people to give a true in to see, you know, what's following the show, which basically meant wrestling fans must have been tuning out in droves. They were during the first half of the match, but then started gaining at 11 o'clock, but hardly gained anything. The main event garnered about 2.67 cable rating, or 2.55 for the half of the bout, which Meltzer says is by far the lowest rating main event on Raw in 2011, and possibly the lowest since 1997 for a non-holiday show in its regular time slot. So they would rather see big monsters up there like Kane, maybe, or Triple H, or is it just the standard people, Cena again, bringing up the ratings? Because apparently they do. Now we got the new bunch of champions in here now, and it may take a while for them to build cred to where people are really going to want to see them. Or don't they want to see them? They want to see big monsters like Brodus Clay? I'm not sure. What's your opinion? Why do people tune them out? I don't know. I hope they stay on. I mean, I like to see the new Evolution wrestlers come in, but I don't know how many people are like me, though. Alberto Del Rio, by the way, was removed from the WWE Live Tour.com talent lineup on Monday on the Super Show in Chicago, Illinois, and the entire Raw Holiday Tour. He'd been advertised for three-way bouts with for the WWE Championship with The Miz and CM Punk, but Del Rio suffered a groin injury during the main event on Monday's Raw Super Show and was given time off to recover. He's not expected to be sidelined too long. Marina Canales said on AfterBuzz that she will be wrestling Jillian Hall at an independent event looks like next year, I guess. Canales advertised to face Tara in her return to the Square Circle on February 25th, though, in New York City-based promotion Family Wrestling Entertainment. FoxNews.com has published photos of wrestling stars before they were famous, including, this would be interesting, The Undertaker's high school yearbook photo. Other highlights include The Rock, Hogan, Goldberg, Cena, Angle, Foley, Ventura, Orton, McMahon, Savage, and Stephanie McMahon's old photos. Happy birthdays to JCP wrestler Brad Agent Steel Anderson, 42 years old, two-time Ring of Honor champion Chris Hero, 32. Also, this would have been the birthday of NWA's junior heavyweight champion Mike DiBiase, would have been 88. And on this day in 1985, the wrestling world lost one half of the first WWF Tag Team Champion, Tarzan Tyler, 58 years old. Tyler was a regular in the NWA promotion throughout the 60s, moving to WWF in the 1971. And after winning the tag titles, he suffered a broken back during a match with Andre the Giant. And despite being told that he would never walk again, he was back working as manager of several promotions in the 1970s and 80s. You talk about somebody with a strong will. Whew. He was killed along with fellow wrestler Pierce Mad Dog and referee Adrian Dubois in a car crash while returning from a wrestling event in his native Quebec. I think that's about it for right now. Thank you guys for clicking. Have a safe, happy holiday. I gotta go.